Roll up in the club.
That's it. That's what I'm talking about.
All right. Welcome to episode 45 of the Consistent Genius Podcast.
45. Brian Katzenmoor.
I'm here with Paul Kokos.
Don't ever say that again.
And
Hey, fire this guy immediately.
And we got Bill Seach over here, off camera.
People, what's going on, man? How you doing, man?
I'm incognito today.
Paul walked in with a 2-liter of Diet Pepsi. What'd you say?
This is a normal glass for me. Just give you guys a heads up.
Look
No,
how
I'm
big
not.
those
I'm dead
heads
serious. All right. So, like, I don't understand how people pay $1.70 for a 20-ounce drink when you can buy a 2-liter for $2. Hey, 30 more cents. About a gallon of more liquid. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a no nonsense type of thing. What are you paying? You're paying for it to be cold. Hey, guess what? They can probably go over there and you get a cup of ice for free. You know what I mean?
That's true.
I don't know. Just call. Yeah,
I don't think Speedway's counting their cups, are they?
No.
I don't know.
Hey,
they could because I throw about 20 of them away every time I put. Oh, that's broke. That's broke. You know what I mean? Like at the styrofoam, it's like because I've been caught before where I buy a Speedway cup of ice and I'll put the lid on top and I'll drink and it's like they got the hole at the bottom of the milk and it's dripping all over my shirt and I'm done. You know what I mean? That's why I always carry a spare towel in the car. You know what I mean? Dab. You gotta watch that. Like,
that's a good tip. Carry a spare
they say,
towel.
yeah, don't eat yellow snow.
Spare towel?
Ow.
Yeah, like a towel, man.
Because he's a sweat hog.
That too. You know what I mean? Although I do have the air on now.
Hey, you have an undershirt on. It's like 78 out.
Always have to have an undershirt on.
Why?
Well, because if you spill a Boston cream pie on your shirt, you can actually lift the shirt off and have a different shirt on. See what I mean? Clean. Boom. You're good.
He's telling about you, but he's got long sleeves on, so, snowsuit over
I just
here.
like this shirt. You can
I don't mind the long sleeves.
Short
I don't
sleeves,
mind the long sleeves, but I mean, you got to be buttoned up and always have it's always good to have an undershirt. Period.
Yeah.
That's just I think it's as you become older in life, you'll start finding out. Because when I was 18 or whatnot, I no undershirt, didn't care what was what I mean. Your shirt was halfway up your armpit. You're walking around the mall. Next thing you know, you're like, hey, what's going on here, man? But the undershirt saves you a lot of embarrassing situations.
All right. I'll take that tip.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, when you got here, I walked out to get you because our door was locked, and you were in the car chomping on something. I'm lazy in the sandwich in the car.
No, Little Caesars, man. $8 deep dish. It was tremendous. It is. I'm telling you.
Are they always ready at Little Caesars?
Not the $8 deep dish.
No.
Not the $8 deep.
You got to call ahead.
Wait a minute.
They tell you.
Didn't your car get stolen at Little Caesars?
No, it was Classics Pizza.
What
I
happened?
was working at Chase, and it was nighttime by 7 o'clock. I called Classics Pizza.
Somebody left their car running
And
outside
so
of the pizza
why
shop.
wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you?
If you called, I could pull up, you know what I mean, right out curbside parking like I was a fire truck. Pull up right up there.
Fucking stole his car.
I went in. They stole it because I asked for a Pepsi. I would have busted them if I would have just grabbed the pizza and been out. You know what I mean? Because I was quick like that. I was here. You go. Here's my credit card. Boom. Swipe it. Sign. You know what I mean? Turned
Sign.
around. Oh, you know what? I need a 2-liter of Pepsi.
Not a regular Pepsi, a 2-liter of Pepsi.
And so they gave me the Pepsi. By the time I signed, turned around, I was like, oh, where's my car? And it was gone.
No way.
Yeah, that's truth there. So
Did you get it back?
About 2 weeks later, after I had already bought a new car.
No way.
I was sick about that too. But in any event, what's more disturbing is that I lived like 5 minutes away. I had to call someone because I had 2 boxes of pizza with me, and the pizza was cold. It was just ruined. You know what I mean? So not only did I lose my car that night, drizzle rain, I didn't get to eat the pizza. You know what I mean? It was terrible. I mean,
Complete loss.
you
of
lose
the day.
you lose your appetite once your ride gets taken and stuff like that. And it's funny because I see people that leave their keys in their car now, and I sit there and go, man, I wonder what it's like just to go ahead and just jump in this guy's car and get out. And let me just take this for a joyride, because I think that's what the person did. I don't know if they ever got caught or whatnot, but the police indicated to me 2 weeks later that they found my car at Tamarack Circle, just a bedrock of crime in that area.
Just sitting there, huh?
Yeah.
Just sitting there.
Well, the reason why is because the windows were down, and it was like thunderstorming and stuff like that. And then the cops let it go, and then all of a sudden they came back the next day and the windows were still down. So one thing led to another. You know what I mean? Detective Barney Rubble over there. So he was like,
Did they get your phone too?
What do you mean? No.
When was this? What year?
Within
2012.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
That's kind of a long time.
That's 7 years ago, pal.
For me.
2012. I mean, jeez.
Bill was 11.
Wow.
Push-ups and sit-ups. He was still wearing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh man.
So yesterday, or sometimes recently, you told me about a $14 bar of soap.
Oh. So mind you, this was probably. It was the day before. Yeah, the day before. So obviously we had the game on Saturday.
Game day, OSU, we work at a tailgate.
Yeah. So we work at a bar, not a tailgate. And it's like a big, party spot or whatnot. So, and you're going to be there pretty much for 14 hours the whole day. And you have to actually get prepared for these days. So I didn't have the proper attire. You know what I mean? I was like, man, I got, I'm going to come with work boots, things like that. You know what I mean? Jeans. I said, no, it's not going to happen. So I said, I talked to my buddy. I was like, hey, Dan, let's go to, I'm going to go ahead and look. He's like, hey, have you been to Duluth Trading Company? I was like, no, maybe just to get free coffee.
The commercials are hilarious,
because
by the way.
they give you free coffee. You know what I mean? It's like you can go in and get like a granola bar, maybe a Keurig cup of coffee or whatnot. It's sweet. You just walk in, boom, hook it up, and then act like you're looking around. But because
this
usually
looks around every day.
Yeah, seriously, that and Ches Round. Ches Round, you can get free breakfast every morning. Ches Round in Delaware. Just go there, Delaware, Ohio. That is.
Drive to Delaware.
Listen, if you're in Delaware, I advise everybody coming into Columbus to stop at Ches Round. Hey, just checking on your oil changes. You go in, you get an apple, granola, pop, coffee, whatever you want. They just have it laying out there right in the service center. It's just open, and it's Halloween. You know what I mean? You're just taking free stuff.
Fill up your bucket.
It's Halloween for adults. You know what I mean? That's exactly what it is. The only thing missing is live pizza. They had that every morning. Forget it. I drive from Columbus up there. But in any event, so Dan goes, hey, meet me at Duluth Trading Company. Now, this is 5 o'clock Friday.
Okay.
I'm already on Henderson Road down there trying to trying to find spots because I'm a bigger dude. So I'm trying to find spots that might be conducive to me picking up certain
Marshalls,
clothing.
TJ Maxx.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Something that's going to be, I'm going to look at it and be like, oh, okay, they got a drawstring. I'm good. I can go ahead and operate this. You know what I mean? So anyways, Dan calls me. He goes, hey, meet me at Duluth Trading Company. I'm going to head up there, man. I said, okay. So assessing the situation, I said, give me about an hour. So his eyes get real big. I can see on the phone. I just know it. I've talked to him enough. He goes, an hour? Are you kidding me? I said, bro, I'm in funeral traffic right now. I mean, it's like, we're moving 4 feet every 10 minutes.
Hey, 5 o'clock on Henderson, anytime after 4 to 6, terrible.
It's ridiculous. So the new 5 o'clock is 4 o'clock, just to give you a heads up, because the entire city is trying to leave. So everybody thinks, I'm going to leave early. So everyone leaves at 4 now. But whereas before, 5 used to be the murder number. You know what I mean? Where you have to murder 5 people because you want to kill them in traffic. You know what I mean? So I look at it like if you're going to be anywhere between 4 and 6 in traffic, you better just make sure you took a couple Valium or Xanax and just smooth through traffic. You know what I mean? Make sure you're nice and easy. But in any event, so he calls me. He says, meet me there. I said, listen, I'm going to GPS it and let you know. I GPSed it, and it said it's going to take 51 minutes. And I was like...
It's about 10 miles, isn't it?
Yeah, 11, 12 or something. I was like, 51 minutes, Dan. He goes, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? So he's trying to give me the routes. I said, listen, buddy, this computer is going to give me the greatest route of all time. You know what I mean? So anyways, but I was on like 71, so I had to duck through, and I actually got to 315. I cut it down to 36 minutes. So I go up there. And I just wanted a pair of shorts. That's all I wanted. I was like, man, I got to wear a pair of shorts for the game and be cool. And mind you, Dan was up there. He's just looking around for me and things like that. He ends up telling me what he purchased. And I guess he purchased this this minty soap that is like icy hot. Oh, it's supposed to be cool. You know what I mean? In all your areas that you need to be Cool wind. And then, like, the underwear along with it, which, I have on now. I don't need to show you. But in any event, it's called Arctic underwear. And then with those two things together, I mean, you can't go wrong with those combinations. But I will say, I've never been more excited in my life when I purchased these pants. And these pants were $80. And typically, if I look at pants that are $80, I'm like, whoa! And I'll just hang them back up on the rack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, no shot. I'm a $30 to $40 type of guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the pants that I'm going to look. When I see $80, I'm thinking of the guys that wear the giant jeans that make your butt stick out like Kim Kardashian. And, you know what I mean? They got the white stuff in the back. That's, hey, not for me. You know what I mean? Just give me a pair of Brett Favre's, some Levi's, and I'll be all right. You know what I mean? But I mean, so when I picked up the $80, I thought I was in that crew. You know what I mean? I thought I was going to get a free Affliction shirt with it. You know what I mean, or something like that. You know what I mean? A motorcycle, a bandana. I was like, man, what's going on here? So, anyways, but I tried them on. The best pants I've ever bought in my life. Obviously, it's $80. The reason why I say that is because most pants, when I bend down, crotch rippers. You know what I mean? Like, I'm done. I got to go. You know what I mean? So, I've always had a pair of shorts on underneath my pants every time I've always, been wearing pants or anything. Just because if you have the accident, you're good. I can always, revert to the shorts type of thing like that.
Of course, just like the undershirt.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? You always got to be prepared on the body. But in any event, so when I bend down, it's a stretchy material. And also, Duluth says this: if you ever rip your pants, you don't need a receipt. They keep track of like your purchasing. So your purchase orders are under your name, and basically all you got to do is just go in and say, I bought these, they ripped. They'll be like, oh cool, here's your money, or you can go get a new pair of pants.
Wow.
It is unbelievable. You're not at Walmart, you're not standing and waiting for the Helen who's making $4 an hour, no bathroom breaks, and she's there to deny everything that you did. You know what I mean? Oh, you don't have a receipt. Oh, this is past the 90-day mark. No, we can't do this. This is a different inseam. You're going to have to go to this Walmart over. Not a shot. It's just boom.
And tell us about the discount.
So the customer service is tremendous. Oh, the discount. Well, I didn't expect a discount. I'm not a discount guy. Like, I'm not going to go in and, try to haggle or anything like that. You know what I mean? So, I go up there and Dan grabs the pants from me. Like, what are you doing? He goes, I'm a big boy. I can pay for my own pants. He goes, look, I got this. Don't worry. So he rolls up there and he goes, he's talking to this lady basically about bringing, because he has a company. So he's talking about bringing all of the employees in to get fitted. And then basically having all the employees get Duluth clothes. So he's like, oh, yeah, well, can I get signed up for that? Basically kind of throwing the fishing line out there, making her go retrieve it, and then said, hey, what can we do on these?
What can we do on these?
I was like, as soon as I heard that, I was like, there we go, the ding, ding, ding. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. The aha moment. You're right. You know what I mean? But anyway, she did. She gave me 20% off on the pants, and she was off the clock. You know what I mean? So just like our waitress at Roosters, she was off the clock, and she's still giving us, pops, which
well, you like a lot of them.
Yeah, I know. No, it's I'm a big fan of this. And you guys are anti this, but I like my pop with no ice.
I like it cold.
Yes.
So if
it's cold, yeah, it's fine. But
so most machines, like at the chop shop, for example, when I get like lemonade, I'll get no ice because it's cold in the machine.
Correct. You know why?
Because the ice is in there.
Well, yes.
There's
a cold plate. There's a cold plate typically that makes everything cold from that aspect. Now, if you woke up and you opened the chop shop and there ain't any ice in there, and you do it, you're getting warm lemonade. That's terrible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like drinking cold coffee.
That's like if you try to get the tea. That's why at Chick-fil-A, sweet tea is always going to be warm. You need ice in sweet tea at Chick-fil-A.
Absolutely.
But if you get some out of the soda
But
machine,
how bad is like ice that has been halfway melted?
That's bad. It gets watered down, especially with tea, soda. I don't drink soda anymore. But like,
why don't you drink soda anymore?
Just trying to, be a little healthier. I know tea's still terrible, but
it's not bad.
Coming from the guy who's drank more tea than every Asian in all of Bangladesh.
Tea's pretty bad for you too.
Oh my God, both of you guys are.
It's like they say like the sweet and low, like 0 calorie, but we used like 20 of them.
Though.
All you need is one pink.
One pink.
One pink.
He's
There's no seriously like Dan Batullo. I'm sorry for mentioning Dan Batullo, the name. I mean, I love the guy, but for the most part, he'll drink a pop. He'll buy a 20-ounce pop, shake it up, open it up, wait till it goes flat, and then put 19 pink packets in there.
And a soda?
Yeah.
No way.
Father like
both said no way.
Yes, absolutely. You lost. That was. I mean, I knew it was coming from the same household over here, man. But yeah, so I mean, you just ruined the pop. He shakes it up and wait till it goes fizzles out. I said that's the best part.
It is 100% the best part.
Yeah,
that's why McDonald's sodas are so much better than everybody else's because they deliver them in those tins. Remember the tins you had to pop the tops off?
Yeah.
So McDonald's delivers them in those, and that's that acidy taste you get.
Would that be
so
Coke?
strong.
Coke delivers them.
Coke and they bring them in the tins though. The big round things.
And that's the reason why. I mean, because there's a
there's a distinct difference in the bricks levels. Correct.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So like they say that McDonald's pop, there's something about it. You know what I mean? So that's
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the whole.
If you remember back in high school with the Big Red at the concession stand, if you ever worked at the concession stand, they delivered them like that in those big tins.
You worked at concession stand?
In high school. I mean, for basketball, girls' basketball games or whatever. So, yeah, they just, you pop them things down on. It's almost like changing a keg, but it's like pop. You know what I mean?
I never
soda.
did.
Yeah.
But he's right for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I said, now, don't get me wrong. The pop out of the guns, they're rotten.
Yeah,
but
that's
I don't know
bad
what it is
sometimes.
out of the concession of when you hit those pops or, off the machines.
Yeah,
I mean,
bibs.
I love those.
On a gross note, though, because one of my coworkers went up to a sub shop up on Sawmill, and I won't name what it is because I don't want to defunct,
Yeah.
But
name. Who cares? So, the only sub place in America.
Right, no. So he noticed there was some stuff in his soda, right? So on those things, they have a little black thing that goes on and screws on where it pours out into your cup. The mold grows in those. If those people don't clean them, it's nasty as hell.
Well, that's how you have to do the lines as well, right?
The lines are supposed to be every 30 days.
Oh, so you mean the
actual right.
Okay, so
The
when you
nozzle.
pop off the nozzle.
We take those off every night.
Okay.
Soak
Right.
them in soda water,
Yeah,
That's what
but
you're supposed to do.
You
right.
definitely have to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but up here they didn't do it.
That's
so.
bad management.
So here's
man.
another restaurant. So I'm assuming that a lot of people worked in a restaurant or whatnot. So how do you guys clean coffee pots? And I learned this from Chi-Chi's.
Like the
Chi-Chi's. We worked at Chi-Chi's.
we don't have a we don't.
He
have
don't
a
even know what
coffee
Chi-Chi's
pot.
is.
No, I know.
Chi-Chi's, I don't.
He doesn't know what 2 car keys is. You know what I mean?
He never watched. He watched Stripes before.
Having 2 car keys, you don't know what 2 car keys, right?
No.
Having a car to open the door and having a car for your trunk.
A key. A different
Oh,
key.
like a key and then like a beeper.
No, not a beeper.
There
There's
were
2
both
keys.
Two keys.
Oh, two
So
separate keys.
back
I
in the
never
day, you
thought
had
of that
2
before.
separate
No.
keys. So
No.
there are individuals now that have no clue that we used to carry 2 keys, one for your
No.
trunk, one for
Did
your
not
door.
know that.
Yeah. Why? I have no clue. Why couldn't everything be universal?
I don't know.
have no clue.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? But for the most part, that's that's a funny thing. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, back to the
That just reminded me of your Accord you had in college. He had a sweet car in college.
it was before everything went to the round type. But what were we just talking about here as far as the
Nothing. You
Oh,
were talking.
coffee pots. Coffee
that?
pots.
Coffee pots? Yeah, I wanted to get back to that. As far as the Chi-Chi's, so you don't remember Chi-Chi's?
No,
But they have Buns coffee pots, right?
I've heard about it.
But yeah, because they have Chi-Chi salsa still.
Yeah.
You go to
No.
He don't eat that
No.
shit.
oh, you don't
Stuff.
No, but anyways, to me, Chi-Chi's was one of the greatest restaurants of all time.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
I remember every night, Phil, hey, can you bring me a chicken supreme? Give me a burrito, Coke. Give me a burrito.
We got to get Phil on the podcast.
I remember
too.
that to the T. He'd call me. We'd be closing. He goes, hey, man, hey, can I get a chimichanga? I was like, a chimichanga? What are you talking about, dude? That's deep fried, man. No, I can't give you that, man. Yes, this cat would call every night around, we close at 11. He'd call 11:15. Hey, can you do this? Can you do that? And then we come back and we play video games until 2 a.m. Get up at 7 and go to work. And it was like that lifestyle was that. But Chi-Chi's, you being a server or whatnot, you have to clean certain things. You know what I mean? So we had coffee pots, and I didn't know this. I used to try, I was trying to stick my hand in a coffee pot. Well, my hand, big hand, I would stick my hand in a coffee pot, and the coffee pot would explode. You know what I mean? Then I got to clean up ice. Glass everywhere and stuff like that. I was like, man, there's got to be an easier solution. So, manager rolled over to me and said, hey, you never cleaned a coffee pot before? I was like, no. He goes, watch this. He puts kosher salt in there, ice cubes, and just spins it. And basically it cleans the inside of a coffee pot. You know what I mean? You do it a couple times, lemon, whatnot. But, yeah, I was, something you learn every day. And I was like, man, that's sweet, dude. So I started cleaning all the coffee pots. You know what I mean? I wasted a big container of salt.
That would have been a great joke if he just did that to you, so you stood there to spin a bunch of bottles all the time.
Oh, my God, man. But, the one thing I hated about Chi-Chi's was at the time, you get off work. Most people in the restaurant business, a lot of them are drinkers. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
It just comes with the territory. You're sitting there for 15, 16 hours and you want to get something to drink after work or something like that. Well, Chi-Chi's had a thing where you weren't allowed to drink. I don't know. I can't remember if it was even when you were off, you weren't allowed to come into the store and drink at the bar.
Yeah.
Or anything. I know that when you were working your shift and you wanted to stop at the bar and get something to drink, you couldn't. Essentially, there was no drinking, even if you were off, at your store.
Okay.
You had to go somewhere else. Now, to think about it, I was like, man, that's pretty smart. But at the time, I was like, you were upset. You're like, what are you talking about, man? I want to get, let me get a quick buzz before I go home or something like that, But think about it. Now, if some guy gets inebriated, all of a sudden now he start yelling at people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He tells people what he's really on his mind and stuff like that. It can be detrimental to the to the restaurant. Also, a big batch of onions with E. coli could be detrimental too. That's what caused Chi-Chi to go under.
No way.
Yeah.
You remember the yucateo sauce I used to put in the salsa? So they make the bartenders do to-go orders. And I hated the to-go orders. So it got to the point where they'd call and say, I want mild salsa. And I'd fill it up with yucateo, stir it up, make it hot.
Apparently that's like the liquid fire. You know what I mean? You put in your mouth. I can only imagine the calls that came after. He gave me hot sauce. They got to go to the store and get salsa, There's nothing worse. Like, speaking of salsa, so you go to Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
I mean, maybe it's just me.
There's a loss for words.
Maybe it's just me, but can if you get a burrito or a taco, can you eat it without the sauce?
I don't eat
sauce?
tacos.
Oh my God, this guy, Mr. Vegan over here. Can you eat it without the sauce?
He's mac and cheese.
Can you eat it without the sauce?
I gotta have sour cream on everything.
Everything. You're Johnny Sour Cream, right? If you had no sour cream, it'd be over with, right? The marriage is done.
Right.
That's essentially what me. So I go to Taco Bell, and I get maybe 3 or 4 tacos, and the lady gives me 2 sauces. I was like, what am I going to do with this? I mean, I don't mean to be rude, but do you have stock in the company? Are you losing money? Are you losing money when you give these sauces? I need 2 handfuls. I want you to throw them in the bag. So next week when I come, I don't have to ask for sauce. Or if you forget, I'm going to be good because I'll have sauce in my car. I swear to God, I got sauce right now in the bag. In my car.
I got a drawer.
We'll go check. I got mayonnaise too as well. You know what I mean? Whatever I need, a condiment I got. Because you can't trust napkins I got. Plenty of times you go to with my napkins. I guess I'm going to wipe my face with my shirt. You know what I mean? I don't get it. You know what I mean? Leroy at, Arby's, he forgot my napkins. I need napkins, man.
Yeah.
What is going on here? You know what I mean? So I'm like,
do you really know a guy named Leroy that works?
No. But I'm just I don't get it. I don't get it. You know what I mean? I specifically, there's certain things, you know what I mean, I ask for. I don't ask to change the order. I'm not one of those guys. I go to the restaurant with, Sabella. God. I need a taco, hold the meat, just put the lettuce on the side. And I'm like, listen, they just put their hand in their ass and they're making the sandwich now. You know what I mean? I can't order with you. I gotta stop the car, put him in the driver's seat. I'm going inside to order.
Hold the meat.
You know what I mean? I'm like, what? What? What did you just say? I said, excuse me, ma'am. That just 86 that. You know what I mean? For you guys that don't know 86, that means just get rid of. But anyways, I was like, yeah, you're not doing that. He goes, what are you talking about? Don't I worked at, he guys tells me, he goes, I worked at Taco Bell. That's not a big deal. I said, it's not a big deal for you, but it's a big deal for somebody else. All right? So, yeah, I mean, I'm not a big fan of, like, changing the orders. If a chicken sandwich comes with, you know, this, that, and the other is coming on the chicken sandwich. If you don't like it, take it off yourself. That's how I'm a big fan. All right.
He don't like to share either. Ask him about that one.
Share
With your girlfriend, remember?
Yeah, that's. I mean,
What happened?
so most chicks like to. I'm gonna like. Don't make me order all the things. You know what I mean?
and then eat off.
And
your
then they're
plate.
gonna eat off my plate.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'll smack the hand with the quickness.
with the quickness.
With the quickness. You know, there'll be a quick
Yeah,
bruise
yeah.
on that hand. Oh, let me try. Get out. You know what I mean? Get out. You know what I mean? There's no, you know, and that's synonymous with every, you know, I swear, every chick you take in a restaurant, it doesn't matter.
You're right.
They're gonna eat your food.
You're right.
I'm like, why? Did you not see this on the menu when I was ordering? You know what I mean? I don't get it.
Yeah.
You know? Because most of the times we're paying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it don't matter. Order what you got. I don't care if you're going to order filet. You know what I mean? Order it. But if I get it, let me have a bite. I'm serious. I'm dead serious about that. Does everybody else have, like, you know, opinion on 100%.
I mean, I don't like people eating off people's plates, and like girls, for the most part, never had that experience. But my mom will do it.
You got to do it.
She'll say, "Oh, that looks good." That's how you know she wants a bite. Or how's yours?
Yeah, how's yours? Because mine sucks. Right?
You have to. You have to. I mean, what do you know, obviously if you're on a date and you're trying, you know, you have to. That's something you know, the girl wants to go ahead and eat your food. All right, here you go. But inside I'm boiling. You know what I mean?
I'm boiling.
Inside I'm like, so
He wants a kneecapper.
little, you know what I mean? One of those things. You know, you're like, all right, I guess I got to swallow this one. You know what I mean? I'll bite my tongue on this one. But if you're in a relationship afterwards, the tongue biting is no more.
Yeah, out of the honeymoon phase.
Yes, exactly. You're going to be
"Step
like,
off,
you know what I
bitch."
mean? Hey, what?
The honeymoon
Listen,
phase.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
it's
that's what
true.
it's called.
There's a honeymoon phase at work as well.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
true.
Where you basically you don't get in trouble for anything your screw ups or something like that during the first, you know, whether it's 60 days or, you know. But once you're out of the honeymoon phase, it's real. You know what I mean? It starts getting real in every aspect, whether it's work, relationships, or whatnot. You know. But yeah, I mean, she should purchase, you know, her own items, and I'll be adamant about that as well. Hey, maybe we should get more. Let's buy this so we can share this dish. But then she still wants my main dish.
She still wants his steak.
Main dish. You know what I mean? I'm like, or unless you bring it out in the forefront and say, hey, why don't we get this, this, and this, and then we'll just share each other's dishes. I'm okay with that. But most of the time, I tend not to agree to that because I don't want what they order. Right. Yeah, I mean, they're ordering like a yuca salad or something. I'm like, I don't want that.
I don't even want to taste.
Chicken Caesar salad.
Yeah, I'll eat that. But I mean, you know what I mean?
I'll eat that.
Yucatan liquor stand over here. You know what I mean? I can't. You know, just some of the things I just don't. I'm not crazy for. Like when you go to the Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
Do you go and get variety?
No.
You order the same thing every time. Right? Me too. You know why? Because I know that's good.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get some squid that hasn't been cleaned for 45 days. You know what I mean? I don't have squid ink all over my shirt. You know, that's not going to happen. So I'm not going to order
Has that happened to you or something?
No, I'm not going to order some crazy food that I've never tried. You know what I mean?
It happened to you, actually. You got squid on you at the Cape, remember?
Maybe.
We were catching squids, and it came up, and Uncle Rick's holding the squid and squirted his shirt. I'm like, oh, it's a new fucking shirt.
You know, they take that squid ink and they make pasta with that.
Really?
Yeah, they color the pasta, actually. So you take that squid ink and you basically put, like, you know, and you make homemade pasta like that. And it's
Never knew that.
black pasta. They call it squid ink pasta, which, again, I'm not a fan of. You're going to make really pasta? I want Mario Batali pasta. I want some real Italian pasta. That's essentially what I want, you know. Egg, flour, the bowl, you mix it, you're good, you know what I mean? Put that through, your money.
What the hell? What the hell's mean?
The kneading of the dough or the kneading of the
kneading of
pasta,
the
you know what I mean?
Okay, wait, whatever happened with the soap? Where'd the soap come in?
Oh, you mean my God?
He told you the soap and underwear,
Yeah.
great combination for chafing.
Thank you, Jamie.
Do they come?
Jamie.
No.
Come with it, or you gotta add on?
No, it's a $14 purchase. I've never in my life bought a $14 bar of soap. In my life.
Ivory's 3 for $1.
Exactly. Irish Fresh or Dove or whoever. I don't
Right.
know. You know what I mean? But like it was a $14 bar of soap that has Duluth on it, big and blue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
And
it's
you said it was like Icy Hot. You got a funny story with Icy Hot, right?
it's minty fresh. is
Minty
what it is.
fresh.
Yeah, like icy hot. No, it ain't that funny. It's probably funnier
What happened?
from this guy's perspective.
It's
It
pretty
wasn't really
funny,
too
but-
funny for me. You know what I mean? I'll just say that. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, there's a couple funny stories, and it didn't really all involve him, but it's the prank thing. But even funnier, back to the girl who didn't like to share the plate. There's a Vegas story about her that's really good. So I'll let him explain on that first.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay, so we all go to Vegas, and back
First time for me, by the way.
was it?
Yes.
You hadn't been to Vegas ever.
No.
Get out.
Remember, that was the time we were on the plane with Phil and Nader and all them guys?
Yeah, you came in looking like the Undertaker. yeah, he had a big trench coat, cowboy boots with the spurs. I mean, like no lie, he was Chuck Norris. I mean, he could have took down at least 12 coyotes. I mean, ready. You know what I mean? No doubt. If somebody was on the plane that he didn't like, they just brought, your dad just got up out the chair and all of a sudden everybody sat down. It was like one of those things. But no, I'm not lying. So that wasn't the time where I was sleeping. You guys went up to first class, right?
No.
That's funny,
No,
too.
I don't
That
think
was
that was
Judson?
a different time. That
It
was
was
a
me?
different time.
Okay.
Judson was later in the...
Yeah. Okay, so this was okay.
I don't think I was... Grocut left when I got there, I think. Or
When you got to where?
when I got to Vegas, I think she already went home or something. You stayed a couple extra days, I think.
No, because were you there first or how was it? Oh, you guys came later.
Yeah, I think we came later.
I came first. No, she was there. She was there 100%. Yeah, because you were part of it. So mind you, we had a big crew in Youngstown. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we just hung out with, a bunch of guys or whatnot. So my cousin and my aunt or whatnot, they lived out in Vegas and they were well off. So like they had set me up with a room, and when you get a room, I didn't know this, but he did so much gambling there that everything was paid for. You know what I mean? And from the standpoint of like everything in the restaurant, everything in the entire casino, whatever you wanted was free.
Yeah.
And I'm like, free? What's this, man? What do you mean free? You know what I mean?
So-
I remember I tried to tip the maitre d'. He was like, your money's no good. He stuck his hand up and said, no. Like that. And I honestly, and back then we get drunk or whatnot, and I'd get like, I want to smoke some cigarettes. And this was back when you were allowed to smoke indoors
Yeah.
or whatnot. So I would just be like, hey, my name, and I would give his name. I'd say, hey, my name's Mr. Gregor, and can I get a pack of cigarettes? And when I threw that name out, I mean, the amount of people that moved, it was amazing. I was like, man, this name goes far. Well, found out later that, he had owned 10% of the casino. So I was like, okay, that's probably the reason why.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Coke
Stuff like
started
that.
he invited half of Youngstown.
So it was a bad thing. You as a young kid, you don't think of like certain things like that. You know what I mean?
Repercussions.
Yeah. But any event. So a girlfriend at the time, I think I brought her. Was that too close to Christmas?
You guys went early. I know that. I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, I brought her and her family out there, and we went and did Christmas out there.
family?
Yeah.
right.
Mom and dad. Well, she got two brothers or whatnot. They didn't come out. But we did Christmas out there, and I met all my cousins out there. They were going to Loyola Marymount at the time. And but these guys came out too. And it was like on the same time. It was weird. And I don't know if we planned that or whatnot. But in any event, they stayed at Caesar's Palace. All right. And they had and we would just, intermingle amongst everybody and things like that. It was pretty sweet. But if you know Vegas, when you go out, everything is pretty much, if you're gambling, free alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is the greatest thing about Vegas. You know what I mean? But maybe not the smartest thing. From an aspect of like them gambling, are you gambling and losing money? Yes, they love it. You know what I mean?
They get you.
Yes. So I don't know if we went to a club. And we all go out to this club and we come back. And mind you, when they say Vegas never sleeps, it's like a, cliche. Vegas never sleeps. You don't care what time it is because the clubs are open at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
I mean, and there's like, 1,000 people in the club. You're like, holy crap, it's 10 a.m. And you don't realize it because when you walk outside, it's like 5,000 degrees. You know what I mean? And you're on top of the sun. And you go outside, oh my God, I got to go back inside. And it's dark as I don't know what. Air conditioning blowing its lovely temperatures.
Lovely. Yeah.
And no clocks. There's no clocks.
Zero. I mean, there is, but you got to, it's not
You gotta
like.
look for them.
Yes, it ain't like it is right now where a clock's taped to your face called the phone.
Yeah.
But for the most part, when we come back, we're all pretty drunk or whatnot. And we come back and I hear the words, and this is the time where I'm like, gambling to me was like on this top of the level. Like I loved every aspect of gambling, whether it's baccarat, whether it's craps, and I tried to learn the intricacies of every game, like how to deal them. Essentially, is what I wanted to do. But they said something. They were like, "Hey, we're all going to the crap tables at Caesars. We're gonna all play craps." Basically, we had probably like 15 people that we were gonna go, and that's when you have 15 people.
That's
it's
fun.
usually the greatest time of all time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that, mind you, I'm with my girlfriend. It's 5, 6 in the morning, and she's like, "I want to go back to the hotel." And so instantly, I was like, "Sweet, let me put you in a cab and do that." Well, apparently, I didn't know that was the wrong answer. Just to let people know, there are wrong answers in this world, and that was a wrong answer. Okay.
Manson lamps came out.
Yes. So when I put her in, I didn't really notice until my hand got slammed in the cab door. So I put her in the cab door, and I go to I go to put her in, and she slams the door. My hand's in the cab door, and I got the Fred Flintstone hands. And the first thing I'm thinking, these are my throwing hands. I can't throw the dice. This could be killing me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So instantly, I look at the guys. I'm like, "Hey, fellas, I might have to sit this one out." You know what I mean? And they're like, "Really?" You know what I mean? I was like, "Yeah, man." So anyways, I go back about, hour and a half later. Everything goes, we go to bed or whatnot, and I sneak out of the bed, get a cab, and shoot the Caesar's Palace. But yeah, so I'm sitting there, and these guys are still there, and I'm like, oh my goodness, you know what I mean? So it was great. Those are the good times that just make you laugh and so forth. That was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was funny as hell, just that time or whatnot, Get your hand slammed in the door, you know what I mean? Because you make a wrong move or anything like that. But those are learning lessons.
How about
of
the
life.
worst part of Vegas if you run out of money, like the first day?
Oh, that's nothing. I've been a part of that.
No, it was me the first time with Phil. I'm like, Phil, pulling on his shirt.
I've been a part of that too. You'll call everybody. I was, fundraisers. Hello, I'm calling guys I just met 3 weeks ago. Hey, remember me? I got you in the bar. Remember that? Oh, you didn't? Yeah, man. You remember that, man? The cover was $2, and I didn't make you pay. Hey, man, I need something from you, bro. Can you wire me $250? I can't imagine if they had we had, FaceTime at the time. I want to see their face at that time. Hey, and it was funny because I called. That's not a joke. I called people that I basically barely knew. You know what I mean? Hey, man, what's the chances of you getting me maybe shoot me $100 until I get back on Sunday? I talk to guys that hit the lottery. You know what I mean? That literally hit the 4-digit lottery. And I know this one kid, man, he hit the 4-digit lottery. He just got $25,000. I said, let me go ahead and reach out to him. You know what I mean? It was like I was sitting down, collecting money for some university or something. Hey, are you gonna pledge? How much are you gonna pledge today to the Paul Kokos fund? You know what I mean? We need money at the dice. $100 at the dice table. Go like that. Yeah, you already, huh? 7 out. What are you talking about, man? Oh no. There was a funny story. So we're shooting the dice, and so you'll get these degenerates that are at the table.
Like us.
Yeah.
No, but worse. They're local guys, you know what I mean? And they're sitting there, they're breathing all heavy like us. But they're sitting there, and all of a sudden, they'll see that when you play craps or whatever, you're either for the number that you threw. If you throw a 6, you need to get a 6, and this is real remedial. But if you throw a 6, you need to throw a 6 again before you throw a 7. If you throw a 7, you lose, right? So I throw a dice, and all of a sudden I throw an 8. All right, come on, throw another 8. Boom, I throw the dice, 7 out. Take the lines, pay the don'ts. That's essentially a little saying that they say. This guy across the table looks at me. You motherfucker. So I fucking look at him. Hey, buddy, I fucking meant to do that 7. Like, I fucking want to lose here, pal. You know what I mean? Dude, I was so mad at this dude. I wanted to smack the taste out of his mouth. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sitting here losing hundreds. He's losing $4. You know what I mean? I'm like,
$4.
I'm like, dude, I meant to do that. Oh, and this dude was like, so you get those degenerate guys that are like that no matter what, they blame you for everything. You know what I mean? I'm like, dude, I meant to do that. You know what I mean? Hey, I willed the dice to 7. Great. I saw you, Johnny Earl, over there with $4. I was like, I'm going to take that guy's money. I can't wait to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what you deal with all the time and things like that. But those are the things that make things great about Vegas. I don't know. Obviously, you've been to Vegas more recently. If you had to, what's changed?
I think just it's more corporate. You can tell. Like from when we used to go, it was more fun and it was just I don't know.
Yeah, because back then I didn't have these comp cards.
Yeah, the cards just build points over time and stuff like that, but.
Whereas before it was
they just like, hey, you want lunch?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was on the dude to look at you. If you sat, I remember I played blackjack for 13 hours straight.
Right.
The lady came over. I swear to God, I went through one of her shifts. She came back on the next day. She goes, "You're still here?" I said, "Yeah." She goes, "Oh my God, I'm gonna write you. Here you go. Yeah. Here you have dinner, lunch at the restaurant."
It was great when they get the pen out, start writing.
Yeah, you got anything you want. I mean, that's unbelievable. Now it's all about the card and how much you bet and things like that. You know what I mean? So I had a host one time. So a host is basically given to you in the event that you're going to spend X amount of dollars, and so. I think my mom might have passed away at one point in time, at this point in time, and excuse me. And so I had a nice chunk of insurance money, so I was like, let me go out here, have a good time. So I called. I remember I went out with my family. So a host got assigned to me because I believe one of my second aunt is an executive at the Luxor. So a host got assigned to me, and so she was like, "How much are you willing to spend?" And I'm like. I didn't understand this. I was like, well, how's this work? You know what I mean? Type of thing like that.
It was like $20.
Yeah. So typically she says, no, will you guarantee me X amount? So I brought like 10 grand and I said, well, I have 10,000 on me. You know what I mean? So she was like, oh, wow. You know what I mean? So I remember it was like the third day and I think it was, like the second day or whatever. I hadn't gambled yet. And so she's blowing my phone up. She was like, I see you haven't given us anything yet. And typically your comps are worked off of how much you're gambling and things like that. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. So one night I had to basically stay at the table for like 13 hours. Well, I ended up, I think she rated me as like, my average bet was $68 a bet. Now, the way I was looking at it, I thought I was betting $200 a bet. You know what I mean? Because what happens is, I don't know how they do it, but I mean, you have to fire a lot of money for you to average that amount. You know what I mean? So anyways, at $68, I think I got like most of my stuff paid for. You know what I mean? Even though my aunt was the executive, I had that trip paid for free. It was the next trip that I went out and essentially everything was being paid for. So mind you, only get a host if you're planning to lose a lot of money. Right. Otherwise, just go out there and have fun yourself. You know what I mean?
Right.
Host, but you don't know that. You're thinking, hey,
well, the new system is too. It's like it's a rewards type thing, and the more you go, and the more rooms you buy, and things like that, you add up these points. Well, it's gold, platinum, diamond, or whatever. You know what I mean? So now, once you go so many times, then you get to that level. You know what I mean?
Is that every casino?
Yeah, but it's kind of messed up because it says, like, I'll get an email that says you get 3 free nights, and then I go to book them, and I was just looking the other day, it's 3 free nights if you go Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. You know what I mean? But if you put a weekend night in there, then it goes to 2 free nights, and they're going to charge you for that Saturday.
Well, that's basic hotel stuff. I did something in like finance class about that. Like, you had to run a hotel, and about like they'll change the rates based on projections.
I understand that, but don't tell me I got 3 free nights because guess what? I'm only coming for 3 nights. But they're thinking as well if it's available.
Peak times. Like peak times.
Right. So there's a convention on a Saturday coming up pretty soon, and there's a poker tournament Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but I don't want to go all that time, but, you know.
You don't play poker, right?
Not really.
He should.
Not that kind of poker.
Why?
You get bored with it.
I know. Well, I don't understand. Why can't you just get like a massage at $1 a minute and just do that the whole time?
I did that. It was
$60. He gets bored with it. I could sit at a table for like 10 hours and I'd be fine.
Why don't you do that then?
He does. He plays with his friends.
Yeah, when we play.
He can't go in the casino yet. He's 18.
Oh my God!
Shark Room's 21 too, or Shark Tank, whatever it's called on Henderson.
He
Bethel.
called.
Who?
There's a Shark Tank on Bethel.
It's 21 and up.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are. It's gambling.
That's terrible.
Now listen, what we could do.
But you can go fucking get shot for your country.
Seriously, I don't understand
That's
that.
so
Listen,
stupid.
we can go to.
Cigarettes too. Did you hear that?
Huh?
They made cigarettes. You need to be 21 to buy cigarettes now.
Yeah, all nicotine. The Juul too.
It's amazing. I got to
Takes
go in and
effect in
buy
October.
stuff. So check this out.
How'd you get
Hold on.
it?
What? I'm sorry. Go ahead. One more time.
In October, it will change officially, but like now, like in Franklin County, it's outlawed. So like anything with nicotine. But like you can go like one place in Delaware, one place in Powell, Hilliard, and you can still get it.
No, but what about the? So the casinos aren't ever going to 18 though.
Yeah. Well, wait. Indian Reservation, you can play at any casino.
We got to go.
Listen, no, that's what people
We
do.
got to go to Topeka, Kansas.
Fucking wigwams.
Seriously.
No, like Michigan,
It says with
Indiana.
wolves over here. You know what I mean? We got to go through what's the young guns over here.
Yeah.
What were you
No,
saying,
but
though?
you got to go. You got to play. I mean, if you like to do that and sit down, that's my biggest.
That's grinding. I don't have time to do it.
Exactly. That's my biggest impatience. Like, so the people are like, well, why don't you? You know, you can play poker. Why don't you go play in the World Series? I'm like, for 3 days, I'd be the
Dude,
guy.
Counselor made it to the third day this year. The guy that plays poker with us.
Yeah, he played. He sat right there last time.
Yeah, he played in the World Series. He made it to day 3 and they got knocked out. He got cracked. He had aces.
That's the worst.
So he didn't basically make any money.
No.
First guy out, the same as him.
11 grand gone, or 10 grand, whatever the fee was.
Yes, he
terrible.
jump in a river.
Yeah.
Right.
With your undershirt on.
Yeah. with your undershirt on.
That to me is the same thing. I don't understand whether you're the first one out or whether you're the guy right
50th.
before the money.
Right.
You're out. It's the same.
Well, see, that's the thing. Early tournament play, you got to play fast and loose. But after that, you got to get conservative. Like aces will get cracked. 7-8 suited's your best like hand to play against aces. You have ace, I have 7-8 suited. We got pretty decent odds against each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's been studying the game. I mean, think.
No, that's why I listen to what's the guy? Doug Polk.
Doug Polk. He's
Hey,
great.
man, the dude breaks the hands down.
Brad Owen, he does poker vlogs. So what he'll do, he'll be at a table with his camera, and if a good hand comes up, he'll record it. He'll run it back on the screen for you, and like he's up to like 101 now. He's really good, Brad Owen.
Really,
Look him
Brad
up.
Oates. I'll have to listen to him. But Doug Polk brings a little color to the commentary, which I love.
Yeah,
And
he
he'll-
adds little comments and stuff.
Yes, he'll stop the film, but like now, for the most part, what happens is now, and when we were playing poker, they didn't do this. But so if I'm going to read your hand and I'm going to guess your hand, there are certain ranges that are going to put you in a certain hand. You know what I mean? I know the good chance you might have 10-9 off, 10-9 suited or whatnot. You know what I mean? So you guess, kind of figure out how you bet and things like that as far as what range you're going to have. What range of hands could you possibly have? And so that basically, that thinking or that process allows people to kind of, if you're not putting people on ranges of hands, then you're probably, you don't have a shot at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For the most part, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not keen into the total math of it. You know what I mean? Of knowing. You know what I mean?
Right,
I could look at it. Well, the odds, yeah, but I can get a just of it. You know what I mean? The big thing is for me is knowing how much money's in the pot, how much I have vested, and whether or not it's it's going to be a smart play for me to go ahead and put it in. Because there'll be a lot of times I'll fold because my thought process is like, man, I'm just wasting money. Even though I should put it in, I feel like I'm wasting money. You know what I mean? And so forth. And I've been pretty much right on that aspect. But how many times did a guy show you your hand? You don't know. You know what I mean? So a lot of pros bluff. There's a lot more bluffing that goes on.
Oh, without a doubt.
That's
And
crazy.
the one tournament I went to play at the casino down here, and this turned me off totally. It's like I cracked the dude out of the hand, right? And he lost all his money. So he goes, okay, rebuy. This guy was rebuying like an hour and a half into the tournament. I'm like, fuck that.
Listen, that's late reg. All right. Some
What?
tournaments have that. Some don't.
Yeah, I'd
late
rather not
registration.
be. I'd rather-
Well, then you got to headhunt and pick the right tournament.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they have.
Or what for example, Daniel Negreanu, sometimes he will buy in at the last available moment. So 3 rounds in, that's when he'll buy in because he hates people that will rebuy too.
Right.
So you eliminate all those people because the next person who busts is going to be done.
So hold on, what do you mean? Like there's a certain number of rebuys that are allowed?
Yeah.
So
they can buy 10
like
times.
if the tournament starts at 10 o'clock, they'd say rebuys. Each round is 60 minutes, so an hour, right? And we'll say by round 4, there's no late registration, so you can't rebuy after that. So like if it starts at 10, like 7 p.m.,
so the
you
guy
can't rebuy,
the guy
at 11 you can.
The guy I was playing, like he didn't care. He vested his first $100, and then he'd buy another 100, another 100, and he just kept going all in, all in, all in, all in. And then one time he's going to double up. Now his chips are better than everybody else's. You see what I mean? So that's what his theory was.
Well, his chips are better than everyone else's, but his money isn't.
The more chips.
The amount vested compared to the chips that he has.
What you just said, you just said is interesting because the less chips you have, the more each chip is worth. If you have less chips, each chip is worth more. If you have the high stack in a tournament, your 5 chips are your 5 chips. If I have 500 chips, you have 100. My 500 are all worth less than your 100. Do you get what I'm saying?
No.
Yes. I get what you're saying.
You carry more swing with less chips because when you move all in, it means more than when I move all in.
Right. Whatever. I don't get that. I don't really get that part because the chips are worth what it is.
That's like the mentality of the game now. And like what he was saying with ranges, like do you think what's better, Ace King or 10-10?
Ace King.
No, 10-10 has pot odds. Or odds. They'll 55% of the time they'll win Ace King.
Okay.
By a small percentage. It's like 52 to 48.
What's better, 2-2 or Ace King?
I like Ace King.
2-2 is still better than Ace King.
Wow.
By a small percentage.
Yeah, but percentage-wise.
It's 50-50. It's a coin flip. That's why they say those are coin flips. 7-7 is a coin flip.
But there's 2 cards against 6 that can come on that flop, right? A set of 2s. There's 2 of them. That's the way I look at it. But I don't love Ace King either. I mean,
I hate it.
Right.
I hate it.
Like I said, 7,
give me an Ace Queen or you know what I mean? Give me a Queen Jack
7-8 suited
type of thing like
is
that.
a great
That's
hand.
his hand.
That's a great hand.
That's his hand.
He doesn't even know that.
He doesn't?
I never told him that.
Yeah, because it's a Seach mentality. You lost?
What? What?
When we both asked him if he was lost coming here.
Yeah, no. What are you talking about? 7-8 suited.
7-8's his hand.
No way.
Yeah, that used to be one of my favorite ones.
No. Well, at our table, see if you have 6-9, that's a shove right there. You're all in. So you don't got to tell nobody.
Why? Because
Yeah.
it's the last Warrior last Warrior phone number.
No.
6-9.
Oh yeah, you like that?
Oh my God, it's my roommate's PIN number.
So
That's great information.
At our Thursday game, if you win with 7 deuce, like if you win a hand with 7 deuce, everybody at the table's got to pay you $5.
What's Thursday game? What do you mean? I thought it was dealer choice.
Now it's obsolete, but people are all pussed out. But
What do you mean obsolete? It's not.
It went away.
There's
Not
not there anymore.
no,
That's terrible.
no, that sucks.
I
9
know,
years,
that's
10
terrible.
years it was going on, dude. It was
So where's
crazy.
Chang's?
Chang is he's been AWOL. He owes. So no, I can't say that, but he's he's AWOL also.
We'll make sure Chang's listens to the podcast.
Right.
He owes.
I guess his dad's in bad shape, so he's been traveling to Atlanta, and now he just took his dad back to Canada to be with the family. So
Wait. They came to Atlanta for healthcare when Canada it's free?
Knucklehead. The guy lived in Atlanta.
You know, in Canada, dude, if you go to the hospital for anything,
It's free.
it's
So,
$3.
yeah.
Like
First of all,
$15.
Let's talk about that.
No, let's not.
You're waiting in line for 200 years. It's worse than the BMV.
Have you been
Depends.
there? Have you been to the hospital in Canada?
No, he's not wrong. For some things, yes. But, like, if you have an emergency, it's for free.
Yeah,
but, like,
my dad-
if you have a scheduled thing,
My dad's tour bus had a wreck in Canada, and all 46 kids went to the hospital, and they were done fast as hell because it was trauma.
If you have a wreck in Ohio, all 46 kids are going to and they're going to take care of them right now.
Right, but there was no bill. It's all included. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a bill here. It's not going to the kids.
Right.
It's going to the bus company or something else.
No, there's no bill in Canada. They have free health care.
I'm saying in
what he's
Ohio.
saying here,
Oh, here,
the kid's
yeah.
going to be responsible.
Yes,
for
I'm saying that you brought up that scenario, so like they're not going to get billed for it.
that. You guys hear Kevin Hart? He had his buddy driving like a sports car on the highway.
just got in a wreck.
Lost control and has like terrible back damage.
Really?
Yeah,
Kind of like my whiplash.
you know that.
No, he got jacked up.
Me and him got in a car crash.
When?
He fucking threw the
I was
smoke
driving,
bomb in a car.
We hit it. Flashback. Boom.
What happened?
The
Ears are
airbag
ringing.
busted me.
Yeah, I didn't get busted though.
No, hold on. Don't ever touch me again. Hold on. So how'd the airbag blow up?
All right, listen. I'll draw a little scenario for you. All right,
Draw. Hey, this guy's
drawing.
comic strips over here.
all right, so listen.
What the hell's that? The
Yeah,
hot
but
dog?
he can't see. They
Draw a
can't,
dog.
You don't need to see.
They
All right,
can't see what's going
Okay,
on.
they don't need to see. I've told the story before on the podcast. So this is our car right here with the X, right? This is an area where you can do a roundabout. But it's illegal to do a roundabout in Dublin, all right? There's a sign
it's
there.
illegal.
It is
U-turn.
illegal.
U-turn.
Sorry, not roundabout. U-turn. So Hilliard, Dublin, Powell, all legal now to do
Legal.
a U-turn.
Legal.
Illegal.
Okay, you're not allowed.
Not allowed.
Yeah, so if you see that little circle with the X,
Yeah, that's
no
not,
good.
Now there wasn't a sign there before, but it was a law here. That was a law. But now they put up a sign after the fact. So
Hold on.
He's trying to show his innocence here.
So let me break this down here. You're saying after you got into a wreck, they then put the sign
It
up.
wasn't because that. It was actually because the school building moved right in front of it, and then people were busting out of school doing a U-turn. And then one day, literally 3 people in my class, they were cops lined up waiting. They all bust a U-turn. 3 people get picked up
How'd it go?
in a row.
Did they actually give them tickets?
I think so, yeah. Because
Really?
these kids were doing it every day. That's breaking the law. But listen, so this is our car right here. This car comes from the right lane to do a U-turn. Do you see the issue here?
Yeah, you're going to smack into that car.
Yeah, they pull out right in front of me
So
from
he
the
did.
right lane.
So he did, because he may have been going a little faster than normal, but
I was in the speed
Don't
limit.
matter. This guy cut in front of him.
Yeah, exactly. Hey,
well, it matters
Hey,
to
thank
me
you.
because I got
Thank
busted
you.
with the airbag on
listen,
my face.
listen. From a legal standpoint, I was 100% right. From a moral standpoint, 100% right. So we're good.
Moral. Hey, this guy with morals.
So I don't understand. So you didn't get cited or anything? right?
No.
No, she got cited, but still.
You're
Yeah.
trying to prove your innocence is why you got busted up in the he should have been able to stop, right?
That's what he says.
I would have
was
been able
going-
to stop because I would have saw
Okay,
it happen.
well,
Hey,
He
me
has
too.
years.
It's called situational awareness. You need to have it.
Listen, I have it for most things, but I was a new driver at the time. I didn't even have
He
my
just
license
got out of
yet. It
football
was the
practice.
permit.
He had his permit. He fucking gunned it up that road, you know.
Listen, I was under the speed limit, all right? That's all that mattered.
He cowboyed a little bit. Right?
Hey, Chuck Norris over here is cowboy. All right,
So he fucking blasts. He blasts his car, and it's like the fucking like a literal flashbang. Boo in the car.
Ears
Right?
are ringing, can't hear
Iced
anything.
tea everywhere. Fucking airbag.
Oh! Hey, so did you T-bone her?
No,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
like, well,
Yes, he
It
did.
was like the front of her car. I thought
It was the driver door. He
So
fucking-
why in the world would that person think it was
We had
okay
just-
to
listen.
make a left from the outside lane?
Listen, we had just raped them in girls lacrosse
and the girl played for
or
him.
girls field hockey. So
She had
was
no
probably
idea where
crying
she
or
was
something.
going, and then she was like, I saw her start to swerve like this. He didn't see it because he was looking at traffic coming this way. So I see her doing this, and then she goes whoop. And I'm like, Bill.
And Bill was probably right there on her like tailpipe.
Yeah, we were so
Car
close.
length.
There was no way we were stopping.
Yeah,
dog.
but he was
Listen,
about a car
The
length.
only thing we could do was slow down, but we were still hitting.
Slow down. Hey, he gassed it.
I'm not gonna fall for a banana in the tailpipe.
It was banana in the tailpipe.
Oh shit.
I'm on vacation. No, banana tailpipe. Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
funny,
dude,
yeah.
it's great. You gotta tell you've been hanging around this guy too much. You gotta be like, yo, man, I'm not gonna fall for banana in the tailpipe. Anyways, man. So, but yeah. So, I mean, did she get hurt?
No one was hurt.
No, she was screaming trauma. Like, the only one got hurt was me because I got blasted with the airbag and a bloody hand. You know what I mean?
Really? You didn't have your seatbelt on.
Of course not.
No. Fat guy rule, man.
Yeah. Why would you wear a seatbelt? I don't understand this. You had it on.
Yeah.
Well,
I did.
kids do, yeah. But
Well, you
yeah.
have to as for a permit driver. You know now. I guess you can have a permit when you're 21. You don't need a person next to you.
Who wants to wait till they're 21?
No, wait. Listen.
Gator?
Listen.
We got a
No.
we got
no,
a cousin that doesn't have a license. She's 19. I'm like, what the fuck are you retarded?
Listen, if you're 18, you do not need a permit. You can go in when you're 18. 18th birthday,
Oh, is it
you
18,
can walk
18?
in.
I didn't know it was
You can
18,
take
21.
the test then. You do not need a permit after that.
Really?
Well, you take the test, but they give you a permit, right?
You don't get a permit.
No, they give you a permit.
No.
Hey, Jamie, Google that.
Dude, I'm telling you how it is. I'll Google it, but
No, I think you do. The reason why I know you do because a guy I work with has a permit. He's 50 years old.
He has a permit?
Yes,
Why?
because his license was suspended
He lost
for a
it.
number of years for child support.
Oh.
So basically, now he has a driving permit. Where
Gotcha.
he doesn't need a driver next to him. He's driving a company vehicle. So he doesn't need a driver next to him because he is over the age of either 18 or 21.
Right.
If you are over 17 and a half but under 18 years old, you can get your permit without providing driver education and driver training certificate.
There we go.
However, you will not be able to take the driving test till you're 18, so that's not really answering what we want.
No, I already answered it.
He already answered it, Bill. Why are you looking it
I'm
up?
telling you. Dude, I am Google. You didn't know that? They call me Cliff Clavin.
He is Cliff Clavin.
You're amazed at like some of the things that I do know that you know. You're like, oh my God, how do you know, Doug? You know,
Some of them.
stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, hey, is there any way that I can get a water? I got nothing. Here we go. Look this.
They fill out.
There we go.
You want a trough of water?
I just need a water.
Hey, man. Hey, earlier we said...
I just need a water.
Yeah, I just want to say one more thing. So earlier we were talking about Subway, right?
Yeah.
You know, Jason...
We were talking about Subway, but I understand what you mean.
Yeah, Subway.
Oh, man, speaking of Subway, I can go for Subway.
I know you. I bet you could. But listen, you know Jason, the CEO from Subway?
No.
He was like with like child like
Jared.
Jason.
Jared. This guy, his name's Jared. Jason.
Listen, there was a picture of Jared and it said, listen, say this out loud. The bottom line.
Say tuna sub, kids.
Say tuna sub backwards, kids.
Say tuna sub. Where's it say backwards?
I forgot to put it there, but tuna.
He
Listen,
tells me to read something. It doesn't even have the thing right. Is that cold?
yeah, but it was a picture of Jared and it said that. Say that back. Say tuna sub backwards.
Say tuna sub backwards.
No. Oh my God. Say it backwards. Read it backwards.
Kids sub tuna say.
Ew. Like this.
Oh my goodness gracious! This guy is giving directions.
That's what it said with Jared. Say tuna sub backwards, kids.
Oh my God! Wow, bust a nut. You still didn't even write that backwards. That's forward, you clown.
I don't know, dude.
Oh, that's Dublin education. 25. Yeah. Top 78 percentile.
Hey, 78 percentile. 25 on the ACT.
Oh my goodness! Make sure the world knows that. You know
Seriously.
I mean? My God, what's a 20 on the ACT?
Dog shit.
What are you talking about? That's great. That's what I got.
20's like, no offense, it's like the little bit, you know, just like this.
Don't make me spit water on you.
No, obviously it's about this. It's about average, I'd say.
Yeah, that's
like,
exactly.
Wait,
I'm happy with average.
I'll look up a national average.
I'm happy with average. Well, first of all, you know the ACT, they changed the scoring system.
Yeah, they did to third. Oh no, that's SAT you're thinking of. Okay, the class average of 2017 is 21. So, damn, you drank all that water.
Yeah, man, the guy gave me a Dixie cup. Jeez Louise.
All right, so we just ran over an hour just now, so we're gonna cut it out. Paul Kokos.
Hey, man, we'll have to do phase 2.
Yeah, we'll have to get you on soon. But
phase 2, I love the phase 2. We'll do phase 2.
Phase 2.
Phase 2.
Well, no, we could just do an add-on and do Paul every week if you want.
Yeah, we'll do phase 2 of PK Lover.
Wait, PK Lover. Tell us about
PK Lover, the under the cover.
PK Blubber.
Hey man, that was a very touchy topic, man. You know what I mean? That was sensationally wrong when I heard that. I was like, hey, you know, I have 8% body fat at the time.
8%.
Plus 8%. 16%. I thought was still. I mean, it was all right, man. I was an offensive lineman. I was like, as long as I ain't got 30 like some chick, I'm good.
Some chick. All right, we're signing off. We'll be back next
3,
Tuesday.
2,
we also
1.
want to talk about that some nicknames next time because there's a lot of good nicknames.
All right, well, we're stopping for today.
Peace.
See ya.